Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Champions League last 16 draw. I am your host, Fernando Hierro, and today we bring you the ties that will make up our quarter-final lineup. First out of the hat, from the unseeded side of the draw, we have Atletico Madrid, and they will play Borussia Dortmund. In match 2, we will have Stade Rennais, and they will host Newcastle United of England. Next up, we have Inter Milan, finalists from the 2022-2023 season, and they will play Barcelona. Big tie there then. What has match 4 got to show for us? It has got Feyenoord, and they will be hosting FC Cologne in a battle of the underdogs. Match 5 next up. It's Manchester United, treble winners, won it in 99, and they will play Arsenal in an all-English affair. 3 games to decide now. Match 6 will be Real Madrid, and they will play West Ham. That's the one we've been waiting for. Real Madrid versus West Ham in a battle of the Galacticos. Match 7 will be Eintracht Frankfurt up against PSG, and match 8 will be Juventus, and they will host Chelsea. Fernando Hierro, you absolute dog. You have not been kind to us at all there. And some would say you've not been kind to your old team in Real Madrid. Second in La Liga, they host first place in the Premier League, West Ham, the absolutely massive West Ham of East London. Since you was last with us, where was we? We was here. It has been largely plain sailing, although we did go crashing out of the FA Cup, so there'll be no treble for us in our last season unless we want to count the Carabao Cup, which we have a chance to win today. But unfortunately for us, it is sandwiched in between 2 massive games against Real Madrid, the Galacticos, the OG Galacticos. I mean, they're pretty tasty, aren't they? They've got 14 Champions League to our none. Carlo Ancelotti is still there. He 68. Fair play. I actually thought he was a bit older than that. They've got 5-star pretty much everything. They've got Declan Rice. Oh, Declan Rice, that's another story for another day. They've got Fede Valverde, who at Chelsea we absolutely chased like mad. Could never get him. They've got a pretty strange looking back line though. I can't say I recognise Abdelmonem. They've bought him from Al Ali. 4.7. I mean, is he going to be the centre back that plays against us, or are they going to bring in Pavard or Trevor Chalobah from our old days? David Alaba's still there as well. Who else could they bring in? Terzic is a fullback. Can't say I've heard of him. Dwight McNeil. Now there's something you don't see on every save, I'm sure. Lukaku's there. Endrick's there. They are pretty good. Thibaut Courtois at the age of 35 is still worth £83 million. Let's see if our West Ham team can do some damage to that value by sticking some goals past him. And this is the team that's going to try and do it. Karnaseki as ever in goal, as if I need to even say his name anymore. We're going to go Kua, Tomori and Dongo and Bellanova back from injury. Conor Gallagher is the ball winner. Paquetá is the playmaker. Bellingham is the Metzala. Rafa Leao and Salah unknown and Who Am I, or whichever way around that was. And then top scorer Marcos Leonardo, joint top scorer to be fair, between him and Schumacher. I'd say, yeah, he's done it in less games, more off the bench. Either way, we've got two goal scorers there. So I'm happy to give Leonardo the nod for the first leg. Let's get this show on the road. This is what you came for. This is what you clicked on the video for. And this is the highlight of the evening. Here we go then. This is a day we want to end 15 matches unbeaten. That would be some achievement. Away in the Bernabeu. Okay, so Declan Rice is going to play centre-back for them with Trevor Chalobah holding. Valverde, Camavinga, Vinicius Junior still there, Lukaku up top. I mean, man for man, I think we've got a better team. I do. I think if you was to switch Rice into that holding midfielder role, you could argue he'd be a better option than Conor Gallagher. But everyone else, I think Vinicius Junior's class, don't get me wrong. But Rafa Leao's not a bad option. As we have our first highlight, João Mario's in down the right. He's beat his man. Lino, goal now scramble there. We get it away. Oh, Conor Gallagher, who needs Valverde? Conor Gallagher robs him there. And we live to fight another day. I'm actually going to leave it because we've got a highlight. Oh, cross though, Trevor Chalobah. Maybe I've done him a bit dirty, showing he's got some good position in there. Oh, Bellanova's hit it straight at Vinicius Junior. Conor Gallagher's won it back though. Salah's in behind. Crosses it in. Rafa Leao's at the back post, and as if to say, Vinicius who? Rafa Leao is stolen in at the back post. It's great work from Conor Gallagher here to win the ball back. Ferland Mendy's out of position, so Mo Salah gets behind, finds the cross to the back post where Rafa Leao was unchallenged, and he heads in for 1-0. I know away goals don't count, but away goals are still vital as the away team. I mean, Michael Owen levels of punditry right there. Courtois now with the goal kick to save you all from the inevitable waffle. But Bellanova has stolen in, and Marcus Leonardo is in behind, and he just basically passes it back to Courtois then. It's that much of a back pass. I think we should get an indirect free kick for him picking it up. But we've made it through to half time at 1-0. Ferland Mendy on a 7 and their other fullback on a 7.1. I can't say that I think they're accurate representations of that first half, as you'd argue both were at fault for the only goal so far. But, I mean, maybe their ratings from our point of view. Who am I to dismiss such a concept? It's 0-0 in the all-English tie. Barcelona and Inter Milan are locked at 1-1. Saka has now got a penalty to put Arsenal ahead in their away leg. And again, we're about 20 minutes into the half before we get our first highlight. But here it is. Declan Rice has brought it out of defence towards Valverde. Rafa Leao has nicked in though. It's been a bit of a theme so far. And now Valverde has actually robbed it off Mohamed Kouai. He's gone on a run. Camavinga has found Vinicius Junior, who's found Lukaku. Was he offside? It would be quite dozy of him to be offside. But if ever there's a player who could be that dozy, it would be Lukaku. And it is. He's been disallowed. You'd be absolutely fuming. Camavinga here. It's actually Vinicius that's possibly offside. I've done Lukaku dirty there. The linesman's done us an absolute touch. Because that was... it was debatable. It was tight. It may have even been the wrong call. But we'll take it. As Bellingham now found Kouai. Leonardo. Rafa Leao's in again. And Rafa Leao has... hold the phone. Has potentially, the fists are pumping. I can look at me I'm pointing like you can see, but I've inverted the replay. Go back 5 seconds, look at the dugout, and see my manager profile going absolutely bananas, as you would. Mikel Arteta levels of excitement as Rafa Leao has smashed it home to make it 2-0 to the Hammers. Definitely onside. Fantastically weighted pass from Leonardo, and that is 2-0. Apologies for the short delay there. Some inconsiderate soul coming knocked at the door. But, they just wanted to know what the score between West Ham and Real Madrid is. And if they were to knock now, we could tell them we might be able to tell them it's 3-0. It might still be 2. Mo Salah, he looks like he's just about stayed onside, and it is 3-0 away at the Bernabeu. What an unbelievable result this is. Jude Bellingham against his actual new club. Mo Salah cutting in on that left-hand side. Tucks it away like the world-class talent he is. And would you believe it? 15 minutes to go in the Bernabeu, and we're in a position to rest some players ahead of Rafael's a bit tired. He's not going to be happy, but we're going to deny him the hat-trick. Bellanova can come off for Ben Johnson. And Dongo can go to left back and Okoli can come on. I mean, look at the depth we've got on this bench. Jude Bellingham can have a breather. Dewey can come on. And, I mean, we'll even put Milenkovic on in the holding role as a ball winner. As we look to shut up this game now. 3-0 away from home. We've got 1 foot in the quarterfinals. An unbelievable performance beyond our wildest dreams. And it's not over yet. We've got a highlight. Tomori. I mean, all barring 2 players in the Real Madrid half. The ball is still in and around that halfway line. We're just playing it around him. Milenkovic has looked over the top, but Declan Rice uses that positioning of his to get in the right position and to head it clear. Vinicius Junior's lost it. He's been largely disappointing, I have to say. Been overshadowed by Rafael on the opposite flank. And now Rayan Cherki has got it. And Dongo bursts into the box. He crosses towards Dewey. Milenkovic with the strike on the volley. And what a goal that would have been. It's hit the bar. I mean, he's loving that freedom. They're still playing Rice at centre-back despite putting Pavard on in the holding role. Not sure they've got that the right way round. But I'm not going to complain. It's led to us holding on to this 3-0 victory. What a performance. What a result. What a time to be a hammer. And the good times could be about to get even better. It's a chance to get some more silverware in our trophy cabinet. We've got Wolves in the Carabao Cup final. And we've got pretty much a full strength team. Only Alex Scott and Rayan Cherki carrying knocks. Mohamed Kua is suspended. So Ben Johnson comes in at left back. And Dongo joint partners Milenkovic. I mean, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Bellanova at right back. A nice little midfield trio, of Gallagher, Dewey and Bellingham. Dewey nearly when we say duo there. So we blame him. Rafael, I mean, he's earned the chance to start here with his fantastic performance in the last game. Jared Bowen comes in for Salah as a West Ham original. I know he's not really an original. Ben Johnson's the only one that's come through the academy, but he's been here since the start of the save, as has Skamaka. So they can be rewarded with a start in the Carabao Cup final. A chance to retain the first bit of silverware that we ever got our hands on. And away, oh, not quite, away we go. Wolves team, I mean, Nathan Collins there. And it's live. Wolves versus West Ham. 90,000 people coming in to see this Carabao Cup final. And Dongo's got up at the near post, but he hasn't been able to keep his header on target. Skamaka could be in here though. It's all West Ham early doors. Rafael turns away. Ben Johnson can't get his shot past the defender. It's recycled. It's out to Dewey, and it's a bit of a tame effort from him. And Bento clutches gratefully to his chest. Tries to launch it forward. He can't beat the defenders. Bellingham has found Bowen. Bowen crosses it in. Rafael's at the back post again. And this time he can't keep his header down. And it stays 0-0. Corner to Wolves then. Milenkovic gets up really well. Comes out to Aït-Nouri. Oh, it's deflected up. Fabio Silva has given Wolves a shock lead here at Wembley. The Wolves faithful behind the goal go mad. We didn't defend that with any great glory. Milenkovic does well to get it up there. And we just don't get out to Aït-Nouri. We let him run all the way past 4 defenders. The cross loops up off the defender's foot. And Fabio Silva, quickest to react at the back post. And that is not ideal. We're going to demand a bit more. We've been distinctly average so far, despite having a couple of good opportunities in the Wolves half. We've not managed to carve out an out-and-out goal-scoring chance. That could be about to change here with Jared Bowen. Looks for Bellingham, but he can't find him. But he does well to win it back. It comes back to Bellingham. He can't get his shot past the defender. Don't know who that right winger is for Wolves, but he is obviously scared of the football because he just ran further away from it than he did towards it. But that could still cost them. There's been a couple of missed tackles in the midfield. Gallagher now finds Ndongo. Milenkovic, Gallagher. Out to Bellanova, who's got some space to run into. He finds Bellingham. Back to Bellanova, the two bells. Going down the right-hand side. Now Dewey, can he do better this time? He bursts into the box. It's the post and in. And Desiree Dewey has levelled it up. He runs over to that corner in front of the faithful Hammers, who are no doubt chanting his name in some way, shape or form. Again, far too much space being allowed. He bursts into the penalty area. And he has learnt from his mistake from his first one. Puts a bit more power into it. Slightly further into the corner of the goal. And the keeper has no chance. It is 1-1, and now Wolves are trying to get something going on the attack. The ball over the top has not worked, and now we've regrouped. Rafael, Dewey, we're into their half now. He looks for Skamaka down the channel. Skamaka's got into the box to the byline, and it's a bit wasteful from the Italian there, the Italian stallion, and not quite sure that was highlight worthy, but I'd rather have a bad highlight than no highlight, as Guedes has got in and put Wolves 2-1 up now. I mean, we're being made to pay for some sloppy mistakes going forward, because Wolves have been nothing but clinical. McAllister here into Zaracho. It's a fantastically weighted pass in behind Bellanova, and Goncalo Guedes has finished tidily at the near post. Karnaseki should be disappointed with that, as I am. And all to do in this cup final then. Mats Kilman, McAllister. Kilman again. Zaracho, McAllister. They're playing it around nicely. We can't let Nori run at us like we did before. Guedes, Fabio Silva. Finds Gedson, he's in. But for a great save from Karnaseki, we could be in serious trouble. We're going to demand more. Hopefully we defend this corner a bit better than we did the last. It's come out to Pedro Neto. We've not got out quick enough, but Ben Johnson changes that. And Skamaka, I mean, cynical from Rico Lewis, but I'll be honest, I've got time for it. Maybe a bit more of that in our defensive half, and we'd be looking at a lead at half time. As it stands, we're 2-1 down. We're going to tell them they've been terrible. It seems to have fired them up. Hopefully it's given them the burning rage to come out and perform like we know they can in the second half. I mean, we've just beat Real Madrid 3-0 for crying out loud. Nothing. I mean, they said they were fired up. They don't seem very fired up. We're going to make a couple of changes in the wings. Skamaka's not having the greatest of times, so he is on his last legs in terms of this game. Jude Bellingham is looking a little bit tired. We've got Paquetá to come on, and the other two attacking players are probably... I mean, they're not fully fit, are they? Cherky and Alex Scott. So it might be a case of bringing Paquetá on for Bellingham in a minute. And that will give Skamaka the full 90 to put a mark on this game. As it stands, I just like anybody in a West Ham shirt to do anything going forward. Jesus, would you... Like, it is a cup final, boys. I know that we're used to winning these things now. I'm going to put Milenkovic back to that thing, and Tomori can come on just for some fresh legs in the midfield. Have we got anything left in us to carve out a goal scoring opportunity, or are we just going to let Wolves walk themselves into a Carabao Cup glory? 10 minutes to go. We produced a corner that wasn't really worth commentating on, but now Paquetá has found Leonardo. Surely a penalty, ref. Surely a red card. I mean, some would say it's even worthy of some time in the slammer. That was absolutely criminal. The penalty's been awarded. Now the nerves are real. Is it going to be Mo Salah stepping up on his left foot? It is. Mo Salah scored at the Bernabeu and he's missed at Wembley. Mo Salah, you absolute melt. What was that? An absolute bottle job from one of the world's best players from the last 5 or 6 years. Surely this is Wolves' day now. Okoli hasn't even bothered jumping for that. That's poor. This has got 3-1 written all over it, this chance, the way they've been. Guedes is in, and again, Karnaseki. I mean, I think it nearly looked like it knocked him out. But thankfully for us, it keeps it out of the goal. 3 minutes to go. Surely, if we were to concede, it would be all over. It might still be all over. There's deep in the 3 minutes of injury time, and we have lost the final. There will be no treble for West Ham this year. I mean, is that just a hangover from a great performance in the Bernabeu? Or is it one of the world's most spectacular bottle jobs? I'll let you decide. And we will see you on Tuesday for hopefully something to celebrate. If you enjoyed that episode and you fancy seeing what a team made up of the 25 biggest Premier League transfers would do in the Premier League, then I'll leave a video somewhere around here for you to click on. Go check it out, leave a like, and I'll see you on Tuesday for the next episode.